everybody, I hope you are all well, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe and all that jazz if you like this kind of content, but you don't know if you like it yet because you haven't watched it. So we'll go straight into it. Today I am going to show you what I've been buying recently from thrift stores, charity shops. It's a lovely little thrift haul, and we all love a thrift haul, don't we? I absolutely adore thrifting and getting things cheaply and free and, you know, recycling and everything. So this is, you know, the kind of video I like to watch. So I hope you enjoy it too. We will dive straight in with something that I have wanted for quite a long time. I've been looking out for one of these, and I was so happy to find, woo, a hen in a charity shop. Not any old hen, but this is an egg keeper hen. I've already filled it up with eggs. So Hetty is going to be sitting on my kitchen worktop looking after my eggs. I had wanted to get maybe an Emma Bridgewater one, but when I looked online and saw the prices, I think they're upwards of £75 each. I thought, I'm not paying that just to keep my eggs warm, cool, kept. So yes, Hetty here is going to do the job for me, and she is by Mason Cash, and there isn't a single chip or crack or anything. She is in absolutely perfect condition. These hens are about £35 on Amazon, the Mason Cash ones, identical to this. So I think I got a bargain with her, and she's going to live with me for the rest of her days and keep my eggs safe and happy. So yeah, I'm so happy to have got her. Isn't she lovely? I'll give you a nice close-up shot of her. I hope you agree. I hope you agree that I've got a lovely new friend to keep in my kitchen there. Now, if you've been watching for a little while, you may or may not know that I quite like Cath Kidston, the Cath Kidston designs. I won't pay brand new Cath Kidston prices, but if I go to a charity shop and something is Cath Kidston design, that really appeals to me. It does it for me. I also really like to have an abundance of storagey items. So, you know, if you need to put a group of items together in a drawer, instead of having them all rolling around loose in the drawer, you can keep them contained. So when I saw this, I thought, yes, I want that. So this is a little Cath Kidston. See, it's there, Cath Kidston. See, I'm not lying. Cath Kidston, little sort of makeup-y wash bag type of thing. There's a zip along the top and it's lined inside, as you would expect from Cath Kidston. And it's sort of got this woodland animal design on it. There's deer, there's owls, squirrels, and I really like that. And I probably won't use it as a makeup bag because I don't need one. And it's a bit small to maybe be a wash bag, but I'm going to find a use for this. So, you know, I've got things like tweezers, nail clippers, hairbands, as I said, rolling around in a drawer, so I can put them all tidy together in here. Probably. That's probably what I'm going to use it for. But anyway, I will find a use for it. I just like it. You know, you open a drawer and instead of it being a mess, you've got various nice, pretty Cath Kidston containers to keep all your bits and pieces in. I love it. I love Cath Kidston. And I'm very, very happy that I found that. Now, I recently online saw a photograph. I think it was actually a photograph of a collection that was being shown as a temporary exhibition in a museum. But the photograph was of a collection of sort of retro ornament cats. I shall insert the photograph here right now. And when I saw this photograph, I thought, I want that. I want to collect them because these cats are very nostalgic for me. We had them around our house, particularly in my childhood bedroom when I was young. And obviously, you know, in a childhood bedroom, many nights you would lay there looking at them, studying them. I can remember I get to a certain age and I'd bring them down and feel them and look at them and treasure them. And I really like the idea of starting to collect these again. You know, not desperately looking around charity shops for them, but when they come up. The first day I wanted to start collecting them, I did desperately look around charity shops. I didn't find a single one. I think I found a cracked one. I didn't want the cracked one. Anyway, just mindlessly browsing a charity shop recently, and I found this beauty. Hello. Say hello. So it's the long neck. It's the sort of that look. I absolutely love it. These are just like, we didn't have this one when I was a child, but it was this kind of thing. And the pose and the way they're sort of gazing into space, this is exactly what I want, the retro sort of kitsch look. So I'm going to start collecting these. And this is the first of my collection. Shall we give her a name, or him? What do you think we should name him? Well, I'm so happy to have found him. He's in lovely condition. No cracks or scratches. Yeah, that's the word. There's a little mark on the bottom. I don't know if that... Can you see that mark? As a maker's mark. I tried to take a photo and do a lens, Google lens, what do you call it? Reverse Google lens search. But it didn't bring anything up. So I don't think it's made by any particular well-known make. But it is, I'm pretty sure, an original from sort of the 50s or 60s or 70s. So I love it. I love it so much. I'm keeping him or her or it or they, indeed. Right, so following on from sort of ceramics, I spotted this in a charity shop. I really love my house plants, and you can't have enough containers. In fact, this plant over here, it's a cheese plant, so a Monstera. The pot that's in, that came from a charity shop. If you could see the sort of orange pot it's in. I've just noticed that pot is disintegrating. It must be made of quite a cheap clay that when it stays wet for quite a long time, it just crumbles. It's about to crumble to bits, and I'm so disappointed because I really like that plant pot. So shame on you, plant pot maker. But anyway, I was in a charity shop recently and I picked this up. I love this. I love the colours. I love the design. I just think it's so nice. And actually this could go in the garden. My first thought actually was that it'll go in the garden. But now old crumbly pot over there is happening. I might have to use this as a replacement, at least temporarily. But I particularly love this. It's like a sun coming up. I like that. But this could probably go in the garden too, although it doesn't have a hole in the bottom. So that makes it really good as a houseplant pot, because in the garden you often need a hole for all the rainfall to let it drain through. Otherwise the plant drowns and doesn't like it. But yeah, I love that. That was a couple of pounds. It was in the Oxfam shop on Magdalen Street. Not that they're going to have any more there, but that's where I got it from. My favourite charity shop in Norwich, I think that is actually. But yeah, I love this. I love the colours. I just love the design. Love everything. Perfect. Then when I was browsing around a bit more, after I'd purchased the cat actually, I spotted this. Now this is right up my alley. Absolutely. This is the sort of colour palette I like to have in my house. This is the sort of design I like to have. I like the fact that there are 4 frames together. I have 4 children, 4 offspring, 4 little lemons, so I could put one in each. I like the fact that they are all, well, these aren't different shapes, are they? But they're sort of different shapes and patterns and colours, and all put together. And I also like that they've got this sort of extra added detail of the lace around a couple of the frames. That's going to be so nice. I mean, you can see from my room behind me, it's really my colour palette. I love these sort of muted shades of sort of greens, burgundies, sort of duck egg blue, creams. I just really like it. So I was so thrilled to get that. That's £3.50, but it's originally from the range, it says on the back. So that's a good deal, I think. And I'm extremely happy with that. I can't wait to print out some photos and pop them in and get that on my wall. So happy lemon I am to have got that. Where should I put it? Over there. And then I've also got this cushion. Now I like this cushion. It seems to be handmade. It's got a very handmade feel about it. I would say it's certainly handmade. And there's no zip on the back. It's got a flap. And actually the cushion inside is a bit squishable. So I might have to replace the pad inside. But look at the colours and the pattern on that. Lovely. Very autumnal. So there's leaves and then there's sort of little buds all over the place. And I just absolutely love that. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I tend to buy cushions and things like that and not actually know where they're going to go. I just get attracted by the design. And I think, you know, everyone needs a cushion for a pillow. Everyone needs a cushion for a pillow. Everyone needs a cushion. Something like that. So I will find somewhere to put it. It may go on my sofa. I've got a feeling because it's quite a squishable one. That's going to go on my bed, actually, I think. But it's lovely. I love it so much. I hope you like it too. Let me know what you think. Right, so that is everything for today's charity/thrift shop haul. I hope that you enjoyed having a look at my pieces. I know there weren't many today, but I hope that quality was beating quantity and you were ecstatic to see what I got, basically. If you haven't seen my video on my dining room, I did a little dining room tour video. That may be of interest to you if you like sort of thrifted, free bits and pieces, because most of my dining room is full of bits I have collected from charity shops or found in the street. I mean, this is the dining room now that I'm sitting in. So you can have a good nose around in that video to see what I've got, and I'll sort of say which bits I got for free and cheaply. I think it was an interesting video. It's had a lot of views, so somebody must have enjoyed watching it. Anyway, that's it for today. If you want to see more of my previous hauls, you could check out this playlist here. YouTube thinks you might like this video though. Otherwise, please do like, subscribe, stick around, and I will see you very soon, I'm certain. Bye for now.